Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video I am thrilled to be doing a review of the new Clionadh Dragon Fruit collection. This is my first time trying Clionadh cosmetics, and by the looks of this palette I simply cannot wait. The collection consists not only of the palette but also a few other products that I will show you as I go, and I'm thinking to try and challenge myself to doing 3 looks exclusively using this palette. It's a challenge for me because there is no mattes in here, but I do see that some of the shimmer shades can kind of turn into a satin type of color when you blend them, so we shall see. Anyways, I cannot wait to get started with this video. If you have not heard of Clionadh Cosmetics before, they are an indie makeup brand, and they were kind enough to send me their whole new collection. This is all still available on their website, so definitely check out the links down below. And besides the collection, everything that I am wearing on my face will of course also be linked down there. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. My hair is currently air drying. I could not be bothered to dry it myself, so it looks a little bit freezy, but you know what? It's okay. Let me go ahead and show you the collection, starting with this right here. This is the Dragon Fruit cosmetic bag, and it looks absolutely lovely. This retails for $16.99. They also came out with this brush set, the Dragon Fruit brushes. This right here is what they look like. I love the packaging. They have synthetic hair, and the brush set retails for $39.99. I think I'm going to go ahead and apply my makeup with these today, and that way I can test them out for you. They also make nail polishes. There's 2 nail polish shades as part of this collection. If you get them both, they retail for $13.99. The colors are Pitaya and Dragantini. From far away, this is what they look like. My hands don't look the best because I've had both of these on for like 5 days now, so they shipped like any nail polish does, especially because I didn't prime or put a top coat on them. And so what I did today was I could not be bothered to grab my nail polish remover, just like I could not be bothered to dry my hair, and I painted on top of my chip nail polish, so they kind of look like crap already, but this gives you an idea of what the colors look like. Let's just go ahead and be thankful that I even have nails to show you and I haven't bitten them all off. There's also 2 multi-chrome eyeshadows that came out as part of this collection. I love the packaging of these. You could have gotten the bundle for $21.99, but that bundle is now sold out. You can still get them though as part of the bigger collections. This one over here is called Pitaya, and this one is called Tropico. Let me go ahead and give you guys some swatches. Let's do Pitaya first. Okay, here's the shade Pitaya. Oh my goodness. And Tropico, you could obviously also use these as single eyeshadows, and that would also be amazing. I cannot believe the shine and the pigmentation of these highlighters. Wow. And of course, last but certainly not least, the beautiful Dragon Fruit palette. This one retails for $79, and it is full of shimmers and multi-chrome shades. The price might seem a little steep, but I recently learned from the beautiful Angelica Nyqvist that these types of shades are a lot more expensive to make, and obviously we all love our eyeshadows to be super high quality, multi-chrome, duochrome shimmers. Okay, I turned the light back up. So I get why the palette is more expensive, but at the same time I am expecting it to perform above and beyond, you know? They also sell, which I thought was so cute, the Dragon Fruit swatch stencils for $1.99, and I am totally going to use one of these to swatch the eyeshadows today. I'm sure that it's going to look lovely. I might have ruined the stencil because I don't know how to put it on properly, but wish me luck. This seems like such a good idea to do. Honestly, how do people do this? I did the best I could. Let's just go ahead and go for it. I think this is going well, we'll see. Okay, I did the best I could, but if I've learned something today is that I am not good at stencil swatches. So let me show you what I did. I'm scared. It's a rainbow. Oh god. Well, that turned out better than I expected. Hold on, hold on. Let me just clean it up right here. Okay, that definitely turned out a lot better than I expected, and these are the swatches for this beautiful, beautiful dragon fruit palette. Just look at the intensity of those shimmers, you guys. The duochrome ones are to die for, and I cannot wait to put this all over my eyes. So why don't we get started? I am in love. Okay, you know what? Before we even get into the eyeshadow palette, I want to try the highlighters, and I'm a little scared because you saw those swatches. They look like eyeshadows, but I am going to put them on my cheeks. I am not going to chicken out. So I have their highlighter brush right here, and I'm going to put the color Tropical on this side. I'm scared. Okay, that wasn't too much, I don't think. We'll see. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me just go ahead and blend that. Oh my god. I mean, we knew this was going to be blinding. It is blinding. I'm definitely very glad that I don't have as much texture on my cheeks as I used to. And we have Paula's Choice to thank for that, and that serum I've been using. Anyways, let me go right here. This one is pretty pink for the looks of it. We'll see. Oh my god. I just love that these are multi-chrome highlighters. I cannot. They look amazing. I actually think I like the color of this one better when you see it like straight on, but it's too dark for me. It makes a pretty big shadow on my cheeks, so obviously the best one for me is Tropical rather than Pitaya. If your skin is darker than mine, you might like Pitaya better because on me it looks a little bit too dark, but I am obsessed with the purple blue tones on this side. This is the brush that I used for blush, so I'm going to see if I can blend them down a little bit just because they look pretty different and this one looks a little dark on me. Okay, I like this better. They look a little bit more blended, but you can still definitely see them. And I can still see that this one's a little darker, but it actually looks wearable now. I'm excited. These are honestly super pretty. If you like blinding highlighters, definitely try these. Okay, so now what I'm most excited about, which is definitely this stunning palette, and I have the blending brush right here. This one says DF01, and I'm going in with the color Refresh as my transition color. Like I said, some of these kind of, I think, can blend out into like a satin finish, so I'm going to definitely try and make this palette work without reaching into any other palettes. I think I can do it, but obviously this is an all shimmery, glittery, multi-chromy type of a palette, so you can always just have it for accent colors as well. That is that first shade blended on my crease, and it looks lovely. Back for a little more. Also, did you see how pigmented it was? Wow. I was going more for like a wash of color like this, but that got intense really quickly and I was not paying attention. So now I have to match it. Alright, I'm going to intensify things a bit with the color Hyloceros right here, using that same fluffy brush. And I'm starting on the outer corner, blending it upwards. A little bit more right here. And blend it. Switching to a more pinched blending brush, I'm going to get the color Sweetened right here, just to try more shades. I'm going to put it right here on the inner. Whoa, that's intense. Inner part of the eye. I am questioning everything. That is so intense. Okay, back with the fluffy brush. We gotta blend that out. I was going for like burgundy today. We'll see. Okay, let's repeat on the other side. Again, the color Sweetened, which we now know is a pretty intense pink. And blended. Okay, I think that actually looks lovely. Back with my flat brush and the color Prickly, which is the darkest color on the palette and the one that I want to use right here on the outer corner. A really beautiful purple shade, as you can see. And let's go ahead and blend it. Back with the fluffy brush just to blend that purple really nicely. Obviously, if you wanted a natural look with this palette, it is not possible, but you can definitely use these colors just for like a pop of color on a natural eye look by using more than just this palette, of course. And if you do like shimmers, duochromes and multichromes, then this palette might just be perfect for you. Okay, this is what I have so far. And of course I left the center of the eye with nothing because I want to use one of the more intense shades right there. I am thinking either Effervescent, Dragantini, or Bubbles. Infusion would also be a good one. I think I just want to go with Bubbles. I know I just grabbed it with my finger, but I'm actually going to use their detail brush to apply it. We'll see. And tap it in the center. No, back with the finger. That brush is just a little too detailed. I think I am going to still use it for one more shade though. Let me make myself even. That is the shiniest shade ever. Wow. Okay, so now back with the detail brush. I am going to grab the color Infusion and I'm going to put it over the edge of Bubbles. Kind of like a transition between the satin and the glitter. See how this looks a lot less harsh than this eye does? And the same thing right back here. I have a clean brush and I'm just going to make sure things are diffusing nicely by running it kind of all over very, very lightly. Okay, I'm using their pointed detail brush back to Prickly right here, and we are going to work this one underneath my eye all the way in, why not, to the tear duct area. And back with this one, this is DF02 and the color Refresh. I'm going to smoke that out. Lastly, we need an inner corner highlighter, so I'm going back to Bubbles and just, ooh, intense. Just popping it right here. Oh my god. Okay, I'm using my finger to spread it a little bit because I went in too hard. And the same thing here. Okay, so the most sparkly eyes ever are done. Let me put a purple eyeliner in my waterline. The Makeup Geek eyeliner in the shade Royal was a perfect match with this whole eye look right there. And of course I need mascara, so I'm going to use Ilia this time. Okay, back with mascara on. This is what things are looking like. Let me put on a lipstick and a gloss. And I definitely think I want to do lashes with this look because it's so sparkly and dramatic. I feel like it deserves some lashes, but I'll show you what the whole thing looks like before lashes and after. As my lip liner, I'm going to use Pillow Talk Medium. And in the center, I'm going to go with the Buxom Strawberry White Sangria, which is a lovely shade of pink. After the lip gloss and lip liner, this is what things are looking like right here. And back with some lashes, this right here is the final first look. I absolutely love how glimmery shimmery this is, although I do think that I would prefer mixing it with other palettes rather than using it on its own because there's a lot of pops of color happening on my eyes right now. So what I think I'll do is I'm going to do a poll on my Instagram account and I'm going to ask you guys if you would prefer me to do looks 2 and 3 with the palette on its own or mixing it with other palettes, and depending on the answers on that poll, I will proceed. Let me just go ahead and move on to look number 2 and I will tell you then what the answer of that poll was. Time to pull up the results of the poll, and it was tight. Every time I looked at it, it was like 51 to 49 and it would change whether you guys wanted it alone or with other palettes. But here are the results. Palette alone won by very, very little. It won by 2 votes, and so I guess we will just stick to the palette and that'll be that. Okay, to begin the second look, I'm going to start with the color Strawberry. And I'm still going to use the brushes that the collection came with. I was editing what I filmed yesterday earlier, and the brushes for the price I think are pretty good, but I don't love the price of the makeup pouch. Like, I feel like it was like $16-17 or something for this. I feel like that's a little much for what the pouch is, but I do think that the price of the brushes is fair. Let me keep blending Strawberry on my crease, and as you can see, this is a perfect shade for the crease area. Okay, so now that I have that nice wash of color, with my more pinched brush, I'm going to grab the color Hyloceros, and I'm going to deepen up my outer corner with that shade. Just blending that color on that outer V area and into the crease ever so slightly. I went ahead and grabbed my REPHR number 28 brush and this green color down here. There isn't a brush in their set with a shape like this one, so I reached for my REPHR brushes, and I'm blending that color on the inner half of my eyelid all the way to the crease area here. And with my finger, I'm going to grab this color called Fruit Fizz, and I'm going to pop it right in the center. This is a duochrome color. It's got some greens and some orangey shades in it, so I figured it would be the perfect center of the eye shade for this look. A little bit more of that same shade with the REPHR number 28 so that it blends better. And I'm going to grab a little bit of the color Exotic right here and blend it on the outer half of the eye to deepen it up just a little bit. Alright, so this right here is the top of the first look. I'm going to be right back with some makeup on and we'll finish it up. Back with some makeup on, and I also went ahead and put on a green eyeliner on my waterline. So let's finish up look number 2. I'm going to grab a little bit of the color Exotic back here with this pointed detailed brush that came in the kit. And I'm going to blend it underneath my eye around halfway in, just so we can match the top as usual. This look is giving me strawberry vibes with the green and all. Same brush and some more of this green shade down here. And this is going to be the inner half of my under eye. So just back and forth blending it there. And then with my REPHR number 13, the color Strawberry Pear. And we're going to use this one to diffuse everything under here. Just back and forth, light pressure, all the way in and all the way out so that it mixes with the top of the eye. For my inner corner, I want to grab the color Dragontini. And I'm going to pop it right here on the inner corner of the eye. Now, I want to make it brighter, so I'm going to use bubbles and just pop it right over top here for a little bit more luminosity. Here is look number 2 before mascara or lashes. Honestly, I really love this one. I love the contrast with the green and the pinky, peachy shades. This looks lovely. Back with some mascara on, and this is the finished second look just with the Ilia mascara. Of course, everything I talked about in today's video, everything I'm wearing, will all be linked down below. Lastly, this is what things are looking like with some lashes on. Absolutely love this colorful shimmery look right here. And these lashes are velour lashes. These are in the style Serendipity, but I've been wearing them a lot lately, and so they look a little busted right now. Let's go ahead and move on to the third look. I'm going to start the third look with the color Refresh on a big fluffy brush. And I'm going to blend that pinky shade on the crease, just back and forth. I want to deepen it up, so I'm going to use the color Prickly. And with my pinched brush, just add that color to the outer third of my eyelid and blend it into the crease. Just back and forth with the tip of my brush, blending it. And after it's blended up, I'm going to intensify the outer corner by tapping it in place. With the REPHR number 2 brush, I'm going to grab the color Effervescent. And I'm going to tap that color in the center of my eyelid over here. Just packing it on all the way to the inner part. And I absolutely love how much this color sparkles. It is so pretty. This eye of mine is pretty hooded, so I take it above that fold so that you can really see it even when my eye is open. And just blend them together back here by very lightly swiping a brush back and forth between the two colors. This purple dream right here is the top of the third look. Let me be right back with some makeup on and we'll finish it up. Back with some makeup around, and I also have a purple eyeliner in my waterline. Grabbing the color Prickly with my detail brush, and we are going to blend it in from the outer corner halfway through the under eye, mixing it back here with the top. And then I'm grabbing the color Effervescent, and we are going to take it halfway under to meet with the purple, just like we did on top. Lastly, the color Bubbles, right on the inner corner, of course. Blend it in a little bit. So this right here is my third and last look before mascara or lashes. Let me be right back and show you the final results. Back with the third and last look, this purpley glittery dream. Absolutely love it. And mascara on. And this is what it looks like if you just want to wear it with a little bit of mascara, no lashes. Back with some lashes on, and this right here is the final third look. These are the same Serendipity lashes I was wearing for the second look. And I really like the way this look turned out as well. It's nice, purpley, sparkly. What is not to love about it? I'm back, and I really hope you enjoyed all three looks I created in this video. Definitely let me know down in the comment section which look was your favorite. As for me, I'll pop it right here on the screen since I haven't done looks 2 and 3 just yet. So this right here was my favorite look from this video. Don't forget to please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to please subscribe if you haven't already. As far as my review of this dragon fruit collection, you obviously need to love shimmers and glimmers and multi-chrome types of shades in order to truly enjoy it. But if that is you, if you like colorful, shiny things, then this collection is 100% worth it, and I highly recommend it. Everything that I'm wearing on my face is linked down below for those of you interested. And that is it from me today. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye.